So, reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto, 15th chapter, text 6. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Actually today it's text 9, but on the board there is a text 6. So we will recite text 6 first. Devarsi Pitra Bhutebhya Atmane Swajanaya Cha. Devarsi Pitra Bhutebhya Atmane Swajanaya Cha. Annan samvibhajam pasyet Sarvam tat purusatmakam. Annam sambijam pasyet Sarvam tat purusatmakam. Devarsi Pitra Bhutebhya Atmane Swajanaya Cha. Annam sambijam pasyet Sarvam tat purusatmakam. Please repeat. Devarsi Putra Bhutebhya Atmane Swajanaya Cha. Anyam sambijam pasyet Sarvam tat purusatmakam. Devarsi Putra Bhutebhya Mane samvayate Samvajam Bachet Sarvam Tat Purusatmakam. Devarsi Putra Bhutebhya Atmane Swajanaya Cha. Nyam samvijam pasyet Das Purusatmakam. Se Pitri Bhutebhya Atmane Swajanaya Cha. Nam samvijam pasyet Sarvam Purusatmakam. Matajis, word to word meaning. Deva unto demigods. Rishi, saintly person. Pitri, forefathers. Bhutebhya, the living entities in general. Atmane, relatives. Swajanaya, family members and friends. Cha, and. Annam, foodstuff, prasad. Sambijan, offering. Pasyet, one should see. Sarvam, all. Tet, tat, them. Purusatmakam, related to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Translation and Prabhupada by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. One should offer prasad to the demigods, the saintly person, one's forefather, the people in general, one's family members, one's relatives and one's friends, seeing them all as devotees of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So I will read text 9 because today was text 9. So just I will read. Eka karmanam yajñan jnanino yajña vittama atma sanyamane aniha juyati jnanadipite. Translation. Because of an awakening of spiritual knowledge, those who are intelligent in regard to sacrifice, who are actually aware of religious principles, and who are free from material desire, control the self in the fire of spiritual knowledge or knowledge of the absolute truth. They may give up the process of ritualistic ceremonies. Text 7, because today we are going to discuss 7, 8 and 9. Na dadyadamisham sadde na chadyad dharma tattvavet muni anyasyat para pritir yatha na pasuhimsaya. A person fully aware of religious principle should never offer anything like meat, eggs or fish in the Shraddha ceremony. And even if one is Kshatriya, he himself should not eat such things. When suitable food prepared with ghee is offered to the saintly persons, the function is pleasing to the forefather and the Supreme Lord, who are never pleased when animals are killed in the name of sacrifice. Text 8. Netadris paro dharmo nirnam sad dharmamam ichchatam न्यासो दंडस्य भूतेषु मनोवाक् काय यज्ञस्य. Person who want to advance in superior religion are advised to give up all envy of other living entities, whether in relationship to the body, words or mind. There is no religion superior to this. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruvaya Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishnamistaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaurvani Prachane Nirvishesha Sunyadi Paschata Desata. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhaktarinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So this chapter specifically describing the different consciousness of the general in people and encouraging people in general to upgrade their consciousness from lower to upper. Like in society, we see topic specifically about civilization. What should be a perfect civilization in the either state, nation or country or in the whole world. Even we see materialistic also, like government of India or any country's government, they like the citizens should obey the rules, regulations or civic codes designed or made by the government. The citizen who follows the rules perfectly is called citizen, and that civilization is called better civilization compared to any other civilization. But in general also, when you talk about country, or you may talk about a small state, or you may talk about even the small family, like those who are senior, like parents or guardians, or let's say school teachers or college teachers, they like to be their student or their son or daughter to be a proper civilized, they must follow some etiquettes. Then they think, ye ladka bahut acha hai. This, my son is very nice, he follows everything on time, he goes school, college, does his study, takes proper responsibility. So there is always expectation of proper behavior from each and individual in general. That is called normal civilization. But Srimad Bhagavatam teaches us the highest civilization. What is the highest? Topmost. That is called upgradation of consciousness. Like when you are traveling in train, that upgrade you from sleeper to air condition. So you feel very happy, now I am upgraded. So this upgradation work externally, but here upgradation of consciousness, which people in general they don't understand. What is the importance of consciousness? They think कि चलता है. Whatever I am thinking is the best. That is should be done. So here verse from 7 started. Person, those who are fully aware of religion principles should never sacrifice anything like meat, eggs or fish in Shraddha ceremony. So some, people they think whatever we eat, that goes to Paramatma. One person was telling me in train, कि Prabhu, Swamiji, you are telling not to eat this, ये नहीं खाना है, प्याज लहसुन नहीं खाना है. But Paramatma sitting within the heart. तो जब मैं खाता हूँ, when I become happy, तो Paramatma will become automatically happy because he is sitting within my heart. So such people have bogus understanding. They don't know, they think whatever I am doing, the Paramatma is getting pleased. Because I am happy, so Paramatma also happy. So they have learned these bogus things from outside world, so-called gurus. In that sense, we are very fortunate. Srila Prabhupada taught us directly highest knowledge. And he taught us how to follow the Lord Himself. And we got this instruction without all this manipulation. So this ceremony, what to speak about eating ourselves, here some people may think if I am eating egg, fish, let me offer my forefathers egg, fish and meat also. Because they think he was liking very much. So today's Shraddha ceremony, let me offer today this thing to the forefathers. But here clearly scriptures are mentioning there is no question of offering all these things. Because there are prescribed some what you have to offer. That is the Krishna Prasad. You have to offer Lord, then you perform the Shraddha ceremony. And then this forefather will accept those prasad and they will be elevated. So yesterday, the Bal Yogi Prabhu, I was asking him what is actually Karma Kanda. He is very good in all this knowledge. So I was discussing with him what is actually Karma Kanda and how it benefits. So he was telling me in Puranas it is mentioned when you do Karma Kanda, whatever your forefather, they leave the body, they go Pitrulok or some Narlok. So to elevate them to the heavenly planet, this ceremony is required. Then they can get upgradation to heavenly planet. So maximum benefit of doing all this ceremony is to get heavenly planet for them. So when you perform properly, then they will get heavenly planet. If you offer all these things, they will go hellish planet. Rather than going upgradation, they will go from sleeper to general class. Or maybe they have to get down from the train. So even though like previous yugas, we see there is no question that people used to eat only meat and fish, etc. But always people in generally quote कि इसमें ऐसे लिखा है, ये वेद में ऐसे लिखा है, so we can enjoy. But these Vedas are not perfect. Means their Vedas are not information. The highest information is not given in Vedas and in scripture. That's why Narad Rishi also rejected when he was discussing with Vyasdev in first canto. कि you wrote all these scriptures, so many books, but still you are not satisfied. The reason was what? Because already he is saying in first canto, Jugupsitam dharma krite anusasata swabhava raktasya mahan vyaktirama yad vyakto dharma itarat stito na manyate tasya nirvanam jana the people in general are naturally inclined to enjoy, and you have encouraged them in that way in the name of religion. This is verily condemned and is quite unreasonable, because they are guided under your instruction. They will accept such activities in the name of religion and will hardly care for prohibition. So here Narad Rishi is specifically saying, already you have tendency to enjoy. People are in generally, they want to enjoy. And when they read such references, you can do like this. When you give some options to them enjoy, they already want. So they will take that granted and they will enjoy more. And they will commit to do more and more sacrifice. They will kill more and more animals. Like Narad Rishi also instructed Prachin Parishad, who was doing big sacrifice. Big animal sacrifice. Then he taught him that these all animals are waiting to eat you up. You are thinking you are doing big thing, but you are getting into trouble. So people don't understand what is the meaning of sacrifice. Sacrifice, here the Vaishnava philosophy teaches us. Sri Sri Radha Ras Bihari Ji ki, Sri Sri Gaur Nitai ki, Sri Sri Sitaram Lakshman Man ki. If you want to sacrifice, then sacrifice your bad habits. Sacrifice the things which you are attached too much, like your family members, relatives, your son, daughter, your wealth. You sacrifice all these things in service of the Lord, not to you go and kill some animal and that you consider as a big sacrifice. This sacrifice will bring you only the materialistic result, not highest result. So, like this, we see the degradation of the society, which was not earlier even in the Rakshasas. Even Rakshasas also, they are more elevated than today's Kali Yuga people. Like one devotee was telling me one example from Harivansh Puran. There was one demon called Ghantakarna. He was telling me this Ghantakarna was hanging the bell on his ear, so he could not hear the name of Lord Vishnu. Actually, he was devotee of the Lord Shiva. So he don't wanted to hear any name of the Lord Vishnu. So that's why he kept the bell on his ear. So if anybody chants Vishnu, then he will just move his head. So he could not hear. Such a fanatic devotee of Lord Shiva. But one day he did some tapasya and he asked benediction from Lord Shiva, can you give me please liberation from this material world? I want to get liberation, mukti. Lord Shiva said, I cannot give this benediction. Then who can give? He said, please go and approach Lord Vishnu. He can give you the mukti. Then he said, this is the problem. But still then he said, now there is no solution. So he went to the Lord Vishnu and he removed his bell. And he performed tapasya and pleased the Lord Vishnu. And that way he got this benediction. So like that, even they also never used to eat meat and flesh, pure vegetarian. Like we hear about Bali Maharaj. Bali Maharaj was also devotee of the Lord, even though he was in the family of Asuras. But he was pure vegetarian and pure devotee. Daily he used to offer and eat the prasad. Otherwise, how could he get the blessing of the Lord? Similarly, very famous example of Prahlad Maharaj also. He also born in the family of Asuras only. From very childhood he was the devotee of the Lord Vishnu. And he followed all principles. Whereas today's people think this meat, eat and all are very much necessary. It gives so much vitamin to the body, etc., etc. So one devotee was telling to one person, if it is the only question of vitamin, then why you don't eat stool? Stool also has some vitamin. Otherwise, why pig will survive? You should still eat then stool also. It also has some vitamins. It's not a question of only vitamins, but what you have to eat, what don't have to eat, because it's a matter of consciousness. There are many consciousness people which we talk. There are 4 lakh of human being. 4 lakh type means there are this type of consciousness, different type of consciousness. That's why sometimes we come into interaction with many people. Some people we like, some people we don't like. So there is a liking and not liking. This is based on consciousness. And living and non-living. Because we live in India, but when we go some other country, other state, when we see their living style, we don't appreciate much. Some people will like to live in cleanliness. Some people will like to live in garbage area also. And you will amazed how they can stay. So these are the different aspects of the consciousness only. According to the consciousness of person, they have some habits. So, what is the Varnashram Dharma? Varnashram Dharma is non-different. To elevate one's consciousness into the higher consciousness. Because you have some background, some samskaras from childhood. So it takes time to elevate yourself. Which is given by our Srila Prabhupada, very fastest way to elevate our consciousness. There is a book called Elevation of Consciousness. So if one want to go faster, then he should follow the instruction of Srila Prabhupada. You can go very fast. That's why Srila Prabhupada says this Bhakti Yoga is the elevator, not a staircase. If you go by staircase, your consciousness will upgrade, but it will take many time. If you want to go on 50th floor, it will take hours to climb on 50th floor, but you go by elevator. So that is the glory of Srila Prabhupada, who gave us elevator to uplift our consciousness by practicing devotional service. And the people in general, they don't understand. They think why to do this, why to do like that. So even because without reading scriptures, they speculate. They never read Bhagavad Gita. Krishna Lord also says what he wants. This argument will not work. Whatever I am eating, Paramatma will be happy. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Patram Puspam Phalam Toyam. He is asking what I need. He is not saying andam or fish or eggs, please offer me and eat. He is not asking. He is asking Patram Puspam Phalam Toyam. Yo me bhaktya prayachati tad bhakti uparatam asnami prayatatmanaha. So 4 things is required. That is also main aspect is putting stress on the devotion. You offer this thing with love and devotion, then I will accept. Even we see people they think this Eid, Bakri, then many aspects in cultures, but behind there the mood was the sacrifice, which was misunderstood by those people, those who want to do sense gratification. Mobile can be silent mode. So dharma means what? Dharma means to follow the instruction of the Lord. So like this, even we can see how this meat eating and flesh was not liking. Many examples in the scripture. Otherwise, why Lord will appear as a Lord Buddha? Because that time so much animal sacrifice was going on. That's why Lord has to appear as a Buddha and to stop all this sacrifice and establish ahimsa paramo dharma. Lord Buddha taught only one thing, and now the follower of Lord Buddha only doing this ahimsa, because they have manipulated new Buddhism according to their requirements. So deviation is always there. Gradually things get diluted. That's why we should be very careful in following instruction of Srila Prabhupada. It's a very great contribution of the disciples, of direct disciple of Srila Prabhupada, those who are maintaining the mood of Srila Prabhupada. an instruction ki this mood should not be deviated. Whenever we are here practicing devotional service, when we try to go here, there, we see many seniors, they come and correct us. Ki Srila Prabhupada was not in this mood, and they correct immediately. So that is very good. Otherwise, according to time and place, things get deviated, and we will also may develop some other religion, other movement, and you may become independent. Like that, because we have seen in Christianity, Jesus established only one Christianity. But now there are around, one professor was telling me, 12 to 14 type Christians. Methodologists, this logist and that logist. And one Christian will not go other Christian church. The concept is same, Bible is same, now it is divided in many division. So this deviation always takes us on the other path. When we don't learn the subject matter in Guru Parampara, we learn our own. So these are the things which is mentioned in text 7 and text 8, which speaks about people who want to advance in spiritual religion are advised to give up all envy and other living entities, whether it is in relationship to the body, word and mind. There is no religion to superior to this. So this culture, when we want to advance, there is naturally people in general, they are envious to each other. They have greed. They fight with each other. But whereas in our culture, Vaishnava's culture, this lesson has been taught that we should not be envious. Devotees should love everybody. There is no question of competition. And mercy to all living entities. That's why the devotional service is the highest to any other sacrifices, any other ritualistic. Other ritualistics give you only the fruitive results. Whereas when you practice devotional service, it cleans your heart, cleans your mind. One devotee was giving one example. If there is suppose some well is full of water, and somehow some animal, like you say cat, jumps into the well and dies. If a cat will die in the well, then gradually what will happen? You will get bad smell from the water or well. So some may go and think now this water is very dirty, so he may remove all water from the well and try to vacate completely, means totally all water out, and keep the cat inside, and again he will pour new water into well. So does it will solve the problem? No, because actual problem is cat inside. So first one has to remove that dead cat, then water will be gradually clean. So similarly, I may perform many ritualistic ceremonies, but I am not chanting or I am not practicing any devotional service. The root cause of enviousness in the heart will not go out. It will remain there. It will always remain, and one cannot come out of this problem, and it will give always bad smell, because this activities encourages more and more greediness. Because when you are already inclined, when you perform something, you will get something, and when you will get something, then you will desire more and more. Next, you do this sacrifice, so you will get this benefit. Putra dehi, janam dehi, dhanam dehi, stri dehi, swarg dehi, and all many aspects you will get. And you will desire more and more. Like I have seen many people go to this Baba, Bapu, Devi, Amma. They go once and maybe their desire may be get fulfilled, but I never say okay, they stop. They go again and again. Last time what was problem? This was problem. Now what? Now next this. And after this, next another something. So keep on going and keep on increasing. There is no question of full stop. Whereas our Vaishnava philosophy teaches us anya abhilasita sunyam jnana karmani anavritam. So this is a devotional service. Where is a no abhilasa, zero. Doesn't mean that there is a no desires, but there are spiritual desire. There is a no question of materialistic desire. With Srila Prabhupada, even he went to America and he taught this highest subject to them. The people were full of desire and they, like this meat eating and fish for them is very much common. For them is like nothing. And Srila Prabhupada taught them to follow all this regulative principle very strictly. So that is called genuine Guru. No? Sadhu's duty is not to pamper the people. ठीक है चलेगा, not okay, you cannot follow 4 regulative principle, you follow 2 regulative, no problem, no 16 round, no problem, 4 rounds. But Srila Prabhupada was non-compromise. I was reading one of the statement is कि disciples of ISKCON, those who are practicing in ISKCON, they must chant 16 rounds and follow the 4 regulative principle, whether they are in hell or heaven. You go hell or heaven, doesn't matter, you have to do this thing. Chant 16 rounds and 4 regulative principle, you have to follow. Such teachings are given to us by His divine grace. There is no compromise. If it is only question of gathering many people, just bheed bhaad, then he will say, okay, no problem. But Srila Prabhupada is a real sadhu who taught us, because sadhu will not pamper somebody ki chalta hai to collect some money or collect some followers. He was very clean and clear and very pakka, pure. Ki you want to practice devotional service, there is no question कि you will get this, you will get that, ये मिल जाएगा, वो मिल जाएगा, आ जाओ हमारे ISKCON में and become a member. No, you come and give up everything for service of Krishna, work for Krishna. Whatever you have, just give it to the Krishna. That was his teaching all over world. So that we learn it and try to practice in our day-to-day life. And then this text 9 also, which was we are going to discuss today. Because of an awakening knowledge of spiritual, those who are intelligent in regard in sacrifice, who are actually aware of religious principle, and who are free from material desire, control the self in the fire of spiritual knowledge or knowledge of the absolute. They may give up the process of ritualistic ceremonies. So here you see first describing how to do ritualistic ceremony. Now Srila Prabhupada is saying give up the ritualistic sacrifice. So sometimes devotees, when we come and join the movement, there is always one concern about our, dear parents, relatives, and this all things comes to our mind, ki what will happen to them, if I am not performing my duty, I have given up my so-called duty, now I am here practicing the Krishna consciousness. So in this regard, I was hearing His Holiness Giriraj Swami Maharaj. So he says, he was saying that devotees, when they come and join and do the service of Lord, the parents' concern is always there in mind, that what will happen to my parents, there is always concern that how they will get delivered. So His Holiness Giriraj Maharaj was giving one example, that suppose if a person digs a well like for a social service. There are many services to the society. So one person digs a well and he thinks that many people will come and drink the water and he will get the benefit. In that way he may think about the getting pious results from the digging well. So he may dig well and he may leave the body also. Suppose he leaves the body, but well is there. But suppose after few years, maybe some saintly person comes, and if he drinks the water from that well, then that person will get benefit who has done that service. So Maharaj was giving this example in reference that how the parents will get benefit of your spiritual practice. So those who have dedicated life for the service of Krishna, they should not be worried. Maharaj was stressing this point. When spirit, soul comes in the womb of mother, by help of the parents, the body gets developed, and later on the child has to be taken care by parents only. So this is natural duty of parents to take care of, and this is also one of the service to that living entity. So they have done this service to this child, like taking care of this child, etc. So whatever the body, mind and word develop due to help of this parent. So later on, if this child joins this Krishna conscious movement and serves the Lord fully, because of parents' help, he got developed. So benefit of this service will go to the parents only, because this child dedicated to the Lord's service, and now he is using his body, mind, word, intelligence in service of Lord, which was developed by help of those parents. So Giriraj Maharaj was giving this wonderful understanding, because this body maybe parents help. So why there is no question of once devotees worry what will happen to my mother, father. They will get benefit even they practice spiritual life or not. Sometimes they agree willingly or unwillingly. So there is no question of deviation ki you should go back, and you may think ki I could not perform any ceremonies, any ritualistic things for my any other relatives or any other, like maybe parents. So he was quoting one verse also from this Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th canto, 11.5.41. Devarsi Bhutatma Nrinam Pitranam Na Kinkaro Nayam Rini Chanajan Sarvatmana Ya Saranam Saranam Gato Mukundam Parihartya Kartam. O king, one who has given up all material duties and has taken full shelter of lotus feet of Mukunda, who offers shelter to all, is not indebted to the demigods, the great sages, ordinary living beings, relatives, friends, mankind, or even one's forefathers who have passed away, since all such classes of living entities are part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. One who has surrendered to the Lord's service has no need to serve such person separately. So like these are the references which helps us to understand when we are serving Lord, we should not be worried. When you are doing highest duty, there is no question if you have not done some other duties. In materialistic also, you see some people, they cannot serve family properly, but they serve nation, they serve country by standing in the border and protecting the country. So they also have to sacrifice their family life. When they join army, navy, etc., they also give up some sacrifice. Even though people, those who are working and going for job, they are also sacrificing. Whole day they have to sit on office and they have to sacrifice their family life. So sacrifice is everywhere, maybe small or big. You can't have what you want. Always you cannot have good thing only. But highest sacrifice is those who have given up their life for Lord's service. they are 100% protected, and their parents will be also, or any near relatives will be taken care. Then Srila Prabhupada is mentioning the highest sacrifice is what? There are many sacrifices. The highest sacrifice is chanting holy name of the Lord in Kali Yuga, which we chant daily. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This name is very powerful, more powerful than the Lord. I was reading Ramayana, in that Jamvat was telling Lord Ramchandra, when they were making the bridge to go Lanka. So Jamvat says to Lord Ramchandra, Lord Ram, this bridge may be break, one day. This bridge may be going to finish. But more important is your name, which is not going to finish. The bridge is temporary, but your name is eternal. Your name, by your chanting your name, the ocean of this material world will be crossed. This bridge will help only cross this ocean, but whoever chant your name will cross this material world only. Then he was talking, your lotus feet will only deliver the Ahilya, when Lord Ramchandra touched the Ahilya, and then she turned into the real woman, and she got liberated. She got that benefit of touching of Lord's lotus feet. So your name, holy name, is more powerful than your lotus feet. Your lotus feet will not help to deliver many people, but your whoever chants, hears by knowingly or unknowingly, as we heard many stories like Ajamila and many people, many other devotees, they maybe knowingly, unknowingly heard the name of the Lord and they got benefited. In the same scenario, one devotee was telling me, when all monkeys were throwing stone in the ocean, so Lord Ramchandra was standing aside and he was thinking how these stones are getting flow. So he said, let me also try. Because all monkeys are writing Ram and they were putting these stones on the water. So Lord Ramchandra himself went aside and he wanted to try himself. So he has not mentioned his own name on that stone. He directly put his stone into water and stone got drowned. It was not floating on the water. But Hanuman was watching all these things. Hanumanji is a smart servant. He always focus on Lord Ramchandra is doing. So he went to him and asked and discussed, Lord, your name is more powerful than you. You cannot float this stone. And there are two understandings is given in this scenario. And second understanding, Hanuman told, when you are yourself is throwing stone, then how it can float? Because if you give up devotees, there is no question of they will be saved. So better you just stand there and watch yourself. So like that very glorious of holy name. So in this way, we are very lucky. Even we don't know what is the process for Kali Yuga, and we never read any scripture, any Shastra. We don't know any Vedas, any Puranas, any process. Even we don't know what is meditation, what is Satyuga, Dwapar Yuga, Treta. No. Without knowing, just we have followed Srila Prabhupada's instruction, whether we like or we don't like, whether we sleep or what while chanting. But we are just following the instruction of Srila Prabhupada, who gave us directly highest solution, which is the conclusion of all scripture, without going any yoga, any bhoga or any roga. He just taught us to chant holy name of Hare Krishna, and we are just following without any knowledge. Still, we are getting that highest benefit. So, by chanting daily Hare Krishna mantra, daily practicing 16 rounds, so much glories of Srila Prabhupada who spread this holy name all over the world, which is the instruction of even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, many acharyas and many scriptures when we read, even the other religion also they believe, have a faith on this, ki name of Allah, name of Christ should be chanted regular. Because I see in trains, I meet many caste, community people. I have seen they have at least this faith. This faith everybody accepts. Chanting His holy name is the key formula for this yoga. And we got this directly without putting much headache. Then when we chant daily Hare Krishna mantra, we get highest benefit. And our near dear one and whole community will get. So we should have this faith, like Srila Prabhupada was having strong faith on chanting holy name. When he went to America, he used to do regular this kirtan of chanting of holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This faith only gave him success. Faith on holy name. Once Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, I heard one thing, when morning program was going on and some devotees were not there, absent. So they asked one in charge, where is this devotee? He told he went for some collection or something. He said, no need, you chant very nicely, purely, the money will automatically come. And everything will follow automatically. Just do your sadhana bhakti very seriously. Like we see regularly, our Devaki Nandan Prabhu, Brajari Prabhu, everybody push us to attend morning program, evening program. That is for our benefit only. So, otherwise we will deviate gradually. Nahi bhi jayega to chalta hai. No, one day mind will tell, and other day we will follow the same thing. And gradually people give up. One day one Gokuleshwar was telling me, कि now you are chanting here, then you started walking, gradually will go out. Because now you will chant in this area, then you will chant there, then you will chant little bit outside, then you will go outside of gate only. So be strict, sit one place and chant. So sometimes we take it lightly, we think aise kaise hoga, but it happens and we don't understand. Gradually we go out and go to sleep ashram, or we may go out of gate also. And we don't understand. So this senior devotees always helps us, gradually deviation comes. Either morning program, evening program, lapsing means then you go on doing. So that's why it's very good that once we remain absent, then next day immediately it has to be repaired. And we should start immediately chanting this holy name, because once we don't get up morning, then our chanting remains for whole day. Even one round takes 10 hours to complete. But when we chant morning time, you easily chant 16 rounds very fast, super fast train. Then it goes Traigunya Vishaya Veda. Then 3 modes of nature attacks, then we process slow. And we think एक राउंड तो बाकी एक कर लेंगे और फिर रात को 10 बजे याद आएगा. That round. Anyhow, so I will stop here. Any comments and correction? Because time is over. Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. Some comment.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Especially that cat and the cat fallen in that water body was very powerful example to understand. So this, your very initial part of the class, we were mentioning about sacrifice. We should sacrifice something. But outside people sometimes they ask, why I should sacrifice anything? Why God is like this, that, if I sacrifice then God will give me some benefit or spiritual benefit or something.
I don't.
How to do?
Anybody can answer, Prabhuji? Mr. Madan Prabhu. Why to sacrifice?
Why to sacrifice something?
Hare Krishna. Because the name of Vishnu, the another name is that he means Yagyamai Vishnu. So sacrifice means only the purpose of sacrifice is that to please Lord Vishnu. So therefore sacrifice is
Yeah.
That is a question. That is a question that people outside they say, what kind of God is this who is pleased when we sacrifice something? Why he should be pleased when we sacrifice something? He should be pleased, as Prabhu is mentioning in the class, that people say that if I am happy, then Paramatma should also be happy.
Yeah.
This is what they say.
because the relation is established by sacrifice only. So therefore, if you want to, if you want to make some relationship with someone, then sacrifice is needed.
Sacrifice is everywhere, even your material life also. When you bring some cloth or chocolate for your child, your wife, they get pleased. That is also sacrifice. You are giving up hard work and giving some offering. This is not sacrifice. When we serve something, Lord, that is a service. And anyhow, the living entity's nature is to serve somebody. So that is called relationship, love and relationship. As the Lord is our Supreme Father. So when you bring something for your father, there is a question of sacrifice. There is a love behind it. So there is a reciprocation. God is not asking. God does not require anything. God has everything. But you are disconnected. That's why you have to connect. That's why Srila Prabhupada designed these temples. And he called these temples as a Vaikuntha, where Krishna is center and everybody try to serve Lord and try to please Lord. So this is a rehearsal to go back home. What is in back home? When we will go back home, what is there? This is only ki all devotees and all spirit will serve the Lord, and center will be the Lord. So that is a rehearsal. So we have to practice from now only to do everything for Krishna. Then gradually that relationship get established. Anything, even material relation also, how you develop? By exchanging each other, you do service something, then you have developed relation, either your friend or girlfriend, anything. I don't want to talk more. Okay? Hare Krishna.